Hello, one and all. Welcome back to more Let's Play Persona 3 FES. I am the Max View Trades. In the last part, boy howdy, we put in a bit of a pickle, if I'm being quite honest with you. Sorta been given the choice between, I guess, going down fighting or dying blissfully ignorant of our surroundings. And you know what? That's not really much of a winning situation for anybody, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, I'm personally of the mind of, go down the fighting route, although obviously I'm pretty dang certain that that's not going to be a factor. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to pick some kind of third option. Everyone's be saying, nah, you can't kill Nyx. Nyx is death and all that, habaloo. But I say, we could still give him a good old punching and see what happens. You never dang know. You just don't know. You really just don't. Anyway, you might vaguely recall last time I said I was going to go to Tartarus, see if there was anything I could do there, and if not, maybe train. Well, I went there and I couldn't go any further as I suspected. Decided, we're doing pretty good. Plus, we don't have Igus with us anymore, so it didn't feel right to do my training because she's one of my star players, and I would have hated to have her fall into level compared to everybody else, so I decided to kind of just completely go against that. Regardless, we shall continue to go to the arcade every ding-dang day that we possibly can manage, and continue to get the unbelievable boosts until our personas are just too dang strong for us to even conceivably handle. What will I do? Gee, I wonder if I should study, knowing full well that I have an full intelligence stat and that there's no point in me doing so at this point anymore. Gee, I wonder what I'll do. The question is unanswerable. But now it is Sunday. Sunday. There are no monster trucks, but it is still a day without school, which is unfortunate because that's the only place social links are left, and Yukari is here.
Yes, who is it? It's me.
That's never good!
Oh.
She realizes it.
You don't stop by very often, Senpai.
I feel as if she might be trying to make an effort to change that.
Is something wrong?
Only the fact that your posters are so incredibly pixelated.
No, I just wanted to talk.
About, you know, the world ending and stuff. Teenage girl things.
Aw, are you feeling lonely? Hey, are you teasing me?
No, that was her sincerity voice.
No. Well, maybe just a little.
I mean, that's what she told me when she did that voice. Friendship! Yay!
I wonder what this Nyx is like.
Probably a harbinger of death.
Hey, do you think it's inside Tartarus?
Maybe Nyx is Tartarus and we've been crawling around inside their innards.
I have no idea.
I don't know, I'm just throwing out ideas.
Oh, by the way, I've made my decision.
I'ma punch him in the face!
I want to fight to the end. It's better than doing nothing.
Heck ye!
That's why you're here, isn't it, Senpai? To talk about our decision? I guess it is.
Yay!
You're so easy to read.
Which is very funny to me.
I've made my decision as well. Kirijo is making great strides to turn itself around. After I graduate, I plan to assume leadership of the group and continue where my father left off.
I had assumed you already had.
I cannot turn back now, even if I wanted to.
But what if you die?
Well, that's kind of a question anybody could ask themselves at any moment.
If I die defeating Nyx, then the Kirijo group will have to continue on without me. But I am confident they would fulfill my wishes.
Well, I hope you're correct. But also, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna die, so it's kind of a null point, but still.
Ryoji said Nyx can't be defeated.
Yeah, well, Ryoji said a lot of things.
But I kind of wonder about that. I don't think our special member can be killed either.
I am immortal?
I agree.
I did not know this. This is a thing that you knew that I did not. Hello?
Death dwelled within him, amplifying his abilities, though he was exceptional to begin with.
Well, you don't know that. You've only ever known me when I had death inside of me. Maybe that's literally where all of my abilities and competency ever came from in the first place.
He's an interesting guy, huh?
Yes, he is.
It's a good thing we never actually say his real name, you know. Otherwise, that'd be awkward for the voice actors.
You know, if things don't work out, I think I'll still be okay as long as I'm with everyone. Honestly, it doesn't matter whether or not we die. All that matters is that we're proud of how we lived. And I'd be proud if we decided to fight Nyx.
Then there you go.
Does your decision have anything to do with your father?
I mean,
A little.
yeah, okay.
But it's more about me and how I feel.
Understandable.
I understand.
Yee.
Senpai, when we were in Kyoto, you asked me to stand by your side. Do you remember?
I hope so, because I do, and I wasn't even technically there for it.
Yes, I remember. We will fight together, Yukari.
Yay!
Together.
I mean, like, symbolically together, because, Mitsuru's not going to be on the fighting team, because, you know, she's by far and away, I think she's, like, level 17. She ain't, I ain't going through the trouble of leveling that up. So, I mean, like, it's a symbolic gesture, but it's still a good one. And thus, it is now Sunday. I do not have a lot of money, but I shall still try to buy things, if it is optional. Well, that was strange. Okay. Let's just cut out whatever that was. Weird. The game froze for like 10 seconds. All right. The power of Tanaka's home shopping network is too powerful for my computer to comprehend. Anyway, what you selling this time, you crazy man? All right, well, let me sell you. I'm going to tell you this. It's a apocalypse. This will make you much stronger. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe its wonderfulness. That's right. I am selling a legitimate broadsword. Also throwing some mind supplements. I know that's not what it was. It was mined, but still, that's a lot of money. Hang on. Do I even have enough for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I do. Then yeah, sure. Man, that's a lot of dang money you done just asked for. But again, you are selling a broadsword, so... It be what it be. That reminds me, actually. What about Sid's jacket? Do I have Sid's jacket anywhere in here? Did I ever get that? I did. And it's crap. Well, that's just disappointing. Well, dang. Ding dang shingle dang. I gotta say, I'm not too happy about that. All right, then fine. Koromaru, you're the wisest of us all. Woof. That's a good wisdom. He seems even braver than usual. As if he were some kind of doggy. Damn it, why don't those stray-good dumbasses make a move? They better hurry up so I can crush them. I agree. I won't forgive them for what happened to Shinji and Chidori. Ah, woo! Alright, for a fraction of a moment, Koromaru's portrait didn't crop in, so I thought that was Akihiko doing it. He agrees with us too. At least we assume. We do not speak his doggy-dog language. And we also do not have our resident doggy-dog translator, which is a very interesting conundrum. So much is going on, I almost forgot about Christmas. It's like I was sleepwalking, and I opened my eyes and was like, oh yeah, Christmas. Yeah, Christmas must be kind of hard. Who put that there? Here's the Christmas tree. It's so tiny. Dakun, what do you think the true meaning of Christmas is? I don't have a blanket with me, so I can't make the grand speech and what have you, but... I mean, kinda. Yes, I agree. The Christmas spirit should put a smile on everyone's face. So let's be happy. Let us celebrate Christmas knowing the end of the world is nigh and be happy regardless. That is simply how we've chosen to live our dang lives, apparently. Alright then, to the mall. I am just going to be doing this a whole ding dang bing bang bunch of munch, I swear. Whoa, hello! Alright, well, 'tis the season, fa la 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 la, and what have ye. Alright, well, don't mind me, I'm just gonna hang on in here, and I'm going through the punching bag. Alright, well, since I'm just kind of standing around not doing a whole lot, waiting for the story to progress as it's known to do, I suppose...
Hi, how was your day?
I punched some bags. I have a confession to make to all of you peoples. Alright, so, you see, I was sitting here in my chair. You know, that's right, the chair. You know the chair, the one that dumps me all over the place all the time. Yeah, that one. Alright, well, unfortunately, I can't blame the chair for this particular incident, because it didn't do that. And also, I just said incident as incidentident, which isn't how you say it at all. Anyway, so I was sitting in this here chair, and I was sitting cross-legged, like crisscross applesauce, so that my legs were, like, under, my feet, actually, were underneath my bum. So, you see, I was sitting like that, and I was sitting that way for a couple hours, and unbeknownst to me, my feet apparently got somewhat sweaty. So, you see, I was not anticipating such a thing, and several hours later, I had sweaty feet without my knowledge, and there was a knock at my door, and I was like, oh dang, I should probably go check the door. So, well, you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. I take my headphones off and I rest them on my desk, as I do when I get out of my chair, and I jump out of my chair, as I do, with exuberance, as that is typically how I do my thing. And you see, my feet were all sweaties, and I landed onto the floor. Now, here's a fun fact about my office floor. I got that hardwood floor. I don't got no carpeting, so it can't wick away the moisture and what have you, you know? So, the thing is, I jump out of my chair, and I got my sweaty feet, and I land on the ground, expecting full well that everything was going to work out rather swell for me, because that is generally how it goes. But as it turns out, I had lost all frictions in my feetses. So I jump out of my chair, and both of my legs sloop out underneath me, and I make a big sloop, and I land, and I land on my bum, and it hurts. And apparently Mitsuru has a gift for me, because I got a good score. I don't know how I got the best score, because I clearly got questions wrong. That's a little weird. But anyway, so I land on my bum, and I'm like, ow. And so that's basically the end of the story. I'm fine. But I have decided to share this with you guys, as I'm almost positive, with 100% sincerity and seriousness, that literally that weird little anecdote that I just told you is significantly more interesting than whatever it is that this guy is going on about. He's just talking about sorcery and magics and other such things and princes, and he's practicing Amanama and all that other garble-goblin. I mean, I don't know, man. I honestly do not understand this fellow, or why he does the things that he does, or his weird laugh, or the fact that he has to talk for like 7.5 paragraphs before he finally decides to stop talking. What sorcery was Himiko said to have used? I don't know. I think he said keto. Like, that was one of the 2 words I actually glanced when I was looking at the text boxes as I was mocking you. So, that's pretty cool. I got that going for me. Not a whole lot, but, you know, because, you know, the bonuses are literally worthless. But, you know, there you go. There you go. Classes has ended for today. There's a Yukari, and I would like to hang with the Yukari, because she makes pleasant company. But such things are not allowed for me at this time. I've got to go to the ding-dang student council room. It's simply the only option that I have available to me anymore. And just hope that there's enough time left in the game to finish him up. Who knows, though. Anyway, the Kekukan High School room. Alright, he's not standing in his usual location, which implies to me that things are about to get crazy. That's it for today's meeting. As much as I wish this was the finale, it is not. Hitoshi whispers something to you. Daikun, I want to talk to you after the meeting. The student council meeting is finished. And then I suppose we had ourselves a conversation. Apparently, we're doing this on the rooftop. Wait, the game didn't tell me that the track meeting was happening down below us and that I could hear it. How am I supposed to know where we are? I'm sorry to drag you up here, but I wanted to tell you something. What up, what up? The cigarette butt incident will be dropped. They say it's my fault for asking so many questions. I wanted to be student council president next year, and the PE teacher agreed to endorse me. But I lost any chance of achieving that goal when I disagreed with him. The student body is also annoyed with me. Yeah, that makes sense. I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved that was I was desperate for power. I mean, in a matter of speaking, that is the case. It's pretty cool that you actually figured that out for yourself, though, and I didn't have to say anything. Now I know why the president asked you to join student council. Because nobody else was around and, I don't know, had to have another social link somewhere? You don't say things to put people down. You're just honest with them. And sometimes people have a hard time dealing with that. He seems to be looking at me with admiration. The system only works if you have people's trust, and trust is not something you force them to feel. When the PE teacher suggests that you should be a suspect, I felt as if I was being bullied by an ignoramus who just had more power than me, and I gotta respect somebody who can actually use the word ignoramus correctly. And casually, too. And I felt like the truth was being bent, and I might lose a friend as a consequence. If it wasn't for you, Daikun, I would have gotten carried away. Thank you. You are welcome. I gotta be honest. While not the greatest social link in the recorded history of social linkitude, this definitely turned out to be a significantly better one than I was anticipating when I first had met you, and went through like the first 5 or so of the social links. You know, the rankings, as it were. So kudos to you, my dude. You done did better than I thought you'd do. It's getting dark out. Don't tell anyone what I just told you. I realize it's out of character for me. I'm sure everyone would just make fun of me. Remember, I expect you to keep this a secret. See you later. And then I went and done told everybody, except not really, because I feel as if this man does not need any help being made fun of by the school's body. I feel like that's just a normal occurrence for him anyway. Howdy! Today is December 21st. There are less than 10 days until New Year's Eve, but for some reason I'm not scared at all. Well, maybe I'm scared a little, but I'm still gonna fight. Win or lose, I'm gonna give it my all. Hell yeah, Yukari! Hell yeah! See, that's a cool gal over there. Why is there no hug button? It's not like me just to give up. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna fight to the end, and that is fantastic. I hear you've also come to a decision. I have no choice but to go on. The answer was in front of me the entire time. If I do not come back, then someone else will have to take over the company. Although I have every intention of returning. Indeed, indeed. Alright then. I imagine we're probably going to be getting cutscenes about everybody coming to this sort of conclusion as time goes by. Hence why I didn't even bother talking to the peoples. I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna get cutscenes, you know, with them getting their resolve all figured out and what have you. It makes the most sense to me. Once again, we find ourselves in a ding-dang arcade. Right now, the only games available to play are the punching bag. So you better believe you punched that bag like nobody's business. There was simply nothing left for you to punch by the end of it all. It, quite frankly, was horrifying to all that bore witness to it. What will I do? Nap. Studying is for squares. And I am not a square. If anything, I'm an octagon. I just said, I went with octagon because it's one of my favorite shapes because of the way it sounds. Octagon. You don't get a lot of words that start with the letter O, so I like it. It's octagon. But then again, I also enjoy the rhombus. And it appears that we are at, like, part 2, Electric Boogaloo, of Weird Guy and his Magic Ramblings. He's just gonna keep on doing exactly what he's always been doing. You know, I do gotta give you a mild amount of appreciation, you know? In Persona 4, when when everybody took a trip over to this place, if I remember correctly, it was this dude who was actually doing the student, lecture thing. And he gave all that choice backstory on Izanagi and stuff. So, you got that going for you. I ain't gonna call you the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst, but I am gonna call you an incredible bore and an incessant chatterbox. And I realize I've been talking nonstop for about 18 minutes so far at this point. So, like, I'm not really one to talk because I won't stop talking. It's kind of the whole thing that I do. I get that, and it's not great, but I'm doing my best here. I think the difference is people are expecting me to talk a whole bunch, as this is a Let's Play. So, I kind of got to try to make with the yucks or the witty observations or the insight or something to that general effect. Anyway, I was able to ramble on for a very long period of time. What is the feeling of happiness in a near-death experience called? Yugoslavia? No, I didn't even need to listen to you talk to know the answer to that one. This is the only word out of the 3 that means anything close to that. So, that's pretty cool. I don't really care about what you're saying afterwards, though, so I'm not really even giving it any thought or attention. So, I mean, this guy really needs to work on his, his entire everything, because even if he's saying super interesting stuff, which, to some capacity he is, he does it in such a boring way that I just can't be bothered. I just cannot be bothered at all. Any ding-dang way, it is time for the Keisuke. It is time to go to the art club. Let us do the thing that the art club students do, which is probably doodle-a-doo. A thing or two, if you knew. Yep, still... Oh, no, I'm not working on my pinhead Krillin. I'm working on some sort of Roman headgear thing over here. I never actually bothered to look at any of this stuff. But I suddenly just realized that, yeah, they're supposed to be painting the statue that's in the middle. But 9 times out of 10, I'm the one working on the weird pinhead Krillin. I'm not on this one, but usually I am. That's so weird. And then my chair made a loud snapping noise and tried to dump me out the back. It's angry at me, for I mentioned it once before, not that long ago, and it felt like it needed to make some sort of comeuppance. Anyway, the relationship seems to be growing, but it won't get stronger anytime soon, which, as you might anticipate, is a bit of a bummer. Not the biggest of fans of that. Yes, well, that is well said, Koromaru-chan. You are a very good doggo. Would you like to go for a walkies? He wants to go for the walkies, and Fuka wants to go too. Or at least she can go, sure. Lordy knows I haven't been spending any ding-dang time with this gal. The doggy be dogging it up. Koro-chan's as happy as ever, even though it's so cold. Dogs care not for the cold. Hey, Daikun. A shrine may be an odd place to bring something like this up, but do you have any plans for Christmas? Assuming that you're free, of course. I have some preparations to make. I'm not entirely sure where this is coming from. Oh, you spoke quietly with Foot. Where on earth did any of this come from? Also committed a relationship with Yukari. Just throwing that out there. Welcome back, Koro-chan. Do you want a bath again today? I'll clean you right up. Blech. And then Koromaru-chan vomited profusely on our feet. Hey, a box. That must be where the big old sword is. And that would be pretty dang cool if it wasn't stupid. What will I do? I will nap, obviously. What else would a man such as I do in any given situation? Other than his best, I'll have ye know. And for some reason, it's Wednesday is a day off, but Christmas and Christmas Eve are not, which is strange. Today's the Emperor's birthday. There is no school. Which? The Emperor? Does Japan still have an emperor? I'm 99% sure they don't have an emperor.
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
But now you're just at Graffiti Junction.
Oh, hi, Sonata-san.
Is this where you should be?
In Graffiti Junction?
Well, I was planning to. But when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. There are things I still need to do before I talk to her again.
Huh.
Yeah, same here. I don't have anything I need to tell Shinji right now. I have my own stuff to deal with.
An undefeatable enemy, huh? Gosh, wonder what it's like.
Probably not great, if I'm being honest, but it would still be cool to bear witness to. At least until we inevitably, get torn asunder. Assuming, yeah, but I'm assuming we can do something about it.
You got me. But it doesn't matter, because I've made up my mind. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Assuming it has eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in too.
And his short pants. Not to, take anything away from the moment, mind you. So now what the friggity frack do I do? Friggity frack down the track. I ain't got no clue what I'm about to do. Huh. I kinda doubt it, but I'm kinda curious, actually, now that I think about it. It's been a fair many day. I wonder if there's, anything going on in the recorder banks. Anything going on in here? Any new recordings? It's a bank of consoles. There seems to be a new recording! Well, far be it from me to turn down that noise. Feel like we've already gotten one about everybody, though, so... 11-13! Rut-row! Oh, right. I guess we never did get one for him. He has a hamster. Why is he practicing with a broom when he legitimately owns an actual spear? I guess maybe he doesn't want to break stuff. Considering how freakishly dark in the room it is, I am assuming he's going to hit that lamp.
This room is really too small to practice in.
You should go on the roof, like some kind of crazy ninja.
But come to think of it, I don't have to practice in secret anymore.
No, you really don't.
I don't live on the first floor in this dorm, so I might be disturbing the people downstairs. I chose a long weapon so I wouldn't lose to an adult's reach. But the longer the weapon, the better it is for taller people.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the thing. I don't know how much you really thought this through.
Ow!
Aces.
Ow! I hit my shin again.
Now, great. Now you're gonna stunt your growth with your broken shin bones.
I hope I get taller soon.
Well, he didn't hit the lamp, but he did hit his leg, which is almost as funny. How's the hamster doing? I guess it's not important. Really? Milk don't actually do jiggity jack for tallness.
Maybe I should drink more milk.
Or maybe you shouldn't because that's silly. Are you lactose intolerant?
It hurts my stomach sometimes, though.
He is lactose intolerant. He is the big dumb. And yet he continues to consume. The recording ends here. Alrighty. I assume that's all that there is. There are no new recordings. Well, that's a shame. Didn't really explain why the room was so ding-dang dark, though. My goodness. Maybe don't practice your awesome ninjas. You know what? Actually, I think he answered my question about why he didn't just practice with his own dang spear. Because if he was, he probably would have gashed his damn leg. That would have been a problem. Yeah, no, fair. Fair. Especially if he's going to be doing that silly, you know, spin-a-rooney nonsense. Then yeah, you could have very easily cut his dang shin off. And nobody really wants to have that happen. It'd be a very awkward trip to the EU, you know? Wait, the ER. What's the EU? The EU is the European Union. That's what that is. All right, cool. Yeah. He damaged his leg so bad he had to go to Europe. Yeah, that stands to reason. That makes sense. All right, sure. Let's just go to Lucky Fortune and do whatever it is we gotta do. I don't really even know how to follow up with whatever that was. Yeah, you know, EU, ER. It's all the same thing. Sup, Shinbreaker? There are 8 more days until New Year's Eve. Have you made up your mind yet? Well, I have. I'm going to fight. When I thought about it, I realized that there really wasn't a choice to be made. I don't want to have to tell my mom and Shinjiro-san that we failed. Or at the very least, you know, I'd like to go to them and say, hey, yeah, sure, the enemy may have been immortal, but I yucked my spear what good at them, and it was dope. My mother and Shinjiro-san are both looking over me, so I can't give up. I'll do whatever it takes. That's pretty nice. The battle begins when you stare into the eyes of your opponent. Unless you or your opponent is blind, I guess. The first one who looks away loses, but again, if either combatant is blind, disregard this. I'm gonna stare right into Nyx's eyes, assuming it has them, and I won't look away. I'm just saying, I've seen some eldritch abominations what ain't got none, so it's within the realms of feasibility. I'm going to assume it's probably going to have some kind of humanoid form, so, you know, it'll probably work out just fine for you in the end. I just feel like it was important to maybe introduce you to the idea that, you know, maybe the thing we end up fighting does not, in fact, have any peepers. And with no peepers, one cannot stare. They say, you know, stare into the face of madness. I mean, it makes it a bit tricky, if I'm being honest with you. Man, my Loki persona is gonna be freaking strong as hell. If I end up fighting anything that's weak to ice or wind, I'm gonna be doing big time damage. Or physical attacks, too. I hit pretty dang hard at this point. You ever wonder if Ken is upset about the fact that I kind of stole his whole gimmick by taking the spear? Because I'm gonna be real with y'all, I just really wanted to use a dang spear. Because spears are friggin' awesome. And I wasn't using him in the team anyway, so it's not like I'm really cramping his style or nothing. Today is December 24th, Christmas Eve. It's an important day in Europe and America. In Japan, it is primarily a day for fried chicken, apparently. I saw a video on that. Very strange. Although, unlike in Japan, December 25th, Christmas Day, is even more important. Do you all... Yeah, that's right. Christmas Eve is the fancy schmancy day. But which is weird, because Christmas Day is the actual holiday. Do you all know why we celebrate Christmas in the first place? In Japan, Christmas Eve is just a day for couples to spend time together and give gifts. Neat. And again, fried chicken, apparently. Anyway, I'm a nap. There was no benefit to this, but I chose to do it anyway. I cannot be contained. Who approacheth me? I have received a text-ed message. Sorry to wait till the last minute, but... Oh, it's Yukari. Today is Christmas Eve. Do you want to go somewhere after school? Hell yeah, I do. You promised to spend time with Yukari. Because why would I say no? Explain in what realm of reality would I ever want to say no to that? Ready, Daikun? We don't have all night, you know. We still have a curfew. Let's go to Palomia Mall. I hear they're gonna have lights up. Supposedly it transforms the place into something beautiful. I've been looking forward to it. And so we shall go. And I can't help but notice the NPC in the back with the striped socks. I'm sure that they've been around before, but that's the first time I've made note of them. Because it's the first time I bothered to look around enough. And indeed, there are a bunch of shiny lights. Shame about all of the flyers. And the graffiti. But you know, the lights are nice. Oh, it's so pretty. And so romantic. It is rather swell, yes. I'm going to go. So now what? No. Also, wow, yeah, it's just couples. Interesting. Yeah, I could look at this all night long. Yukari seems to be enjoying the Christmas decorations, which is rather swell. Did you know they brought in a famous designer to oversee the decorations? That's an odd thing to do. And so we merrily went that away. You walk around and enjoy the lights with Yukari. It was a delightful time, and now there's a free bench. Nice! Why you blushy? Here, I have a present for you. You do? It's been a while, so I hope it tastes all right. What you give? A chocolate cake? In real life, I would find that disgusting, but I would still eat it because it was you who gave it to me. I hope you like it. I'm sure that, you know, by chocolate cake standards, it will be delightful. I'm just not big on chocolate, but I'll eat it anyway, and I won't say that I don't like chocolate because that would be incredibly rude. You have something that might make Yukari happy. Oh no, would you like to give her a gift? Sure. Do I have anything? I don't think I've got anything. You don't have that type of item. Do I have anything in fashion? I don't have anything in fashion. Uh-oh. Do I have anything in antique? I don't have anything in antique. Uh-oh. Do I have anything in other? I have a Lucky Charm, but I feel like that's not gonna work out so great. So you got me a Christmas present, huh? Well, it's the thought that counts. Well, she wasn't upset. Seems like the gift was a bad choice. Well, to be fair, it was literally just something I was given to me by a dog. When I first met you, Daikun, I never thought we'd be spending time together like this. I feel like it's generally kind of normal for the first time you end up meeting your significant other, that the first thing you think about is not the idea that you'd be doing stuff like this with them. Personally, I was so used to being alone. I wouldn't say this to anyone else. But I've been dreaming of a moment like this. Oh, that's adorable is what that is. So, even though we're living in a crazy world, just for today, I want to be by your side, Daikun. Well, I am all down for that. You shared a tender moment with Yukari, and it was delightful. It was a pretty good time, all things considered. No, we're still here. Okay. Wow, look at the time. We could stay a little longer, right? I'm sure everyone else is going to be late getting back too, since it's Christmas. Well, maybe not Junpei. I'm sure he's hanging out with the guys. He's hanging with the boys! But, that's a little off subject. What I wanted to say was I want to be with you a little longer. Hey, are you cold? It's cold, right? Smooth as silk, this girl. Can I come closer? Heck yeah! How about if you wrap your arms around me? Hug time! I do enjoy a good hug. And then hugs were had, and it was a good time for all. What will I do? Obviously, I shall nap. Napping is the true one and only thing that one can do. Oh, sir, it's Christmas Day. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And other such British things. I know British people don't say howdy, I know. I know exactly one British guy, and I know he don't talk like that. I mean, he does have British voice, but you know, still. It's never as absurdly silly as I make it sound. Anyway, I know for an absolute factamundo that, or do I? Art classes is Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Yeah. All right, I know that. That is a fact. That is a fact, Jack. That is how it be. Okay. All right, then. You can feel the friendship grow stronger. And it could get to the ultimate level soon. It kind of depends entirely on whether or not, I don't know, and what happens when the moon is full.
Where have you been?
I don't know. Hey, did you know that today is December 25th? Fate, death. What a terrible Christmas. Christmas will be better next year. That's right, next year. We're not gonna let the world end. Hell nah. Y'all gonna punch that that demon right in the dang old schnoz. Assuming they've got one of those. Hang on, you guys got any special Christmas messages or something? Christmas has come. All that's left now is New Year's Eve. Have you made your decision? Yee. Oh, that's good. I guess I might as well talk to everybody on this, the most Christmas of days. There's only 1 week left. They'll be both of the longest and shortest week of our lives. How can I help you? I wish to speak to you, you nerd! I wonder what Ryoji-kun will do this Christmas. I imagine be one with the ether, as he currently is. Is he gonna spend it with a girl having fun? Or is he going to spend it alone crying? Yeah, I think he'll cry. We're thinking of killing a person who may be all alone on Christmas. Well, you might be. I have already made the call to not kill him. Again, less out of sympathy and more so I just don't want to lose my brain matter. Everyone at school is so happy because vacation is about to start. But none of them realize what's going to happen. They have no idea about the decision we have to make. The last exams were freaking hard, weren't they? I bombed all of them. But compared to that, all that's going on, my bad grades don't seem to matter that much. So was I supposed to talk to Mitsuru literally on the day of that I got that stuff? You know, the good scores? Otherwise I don't get nothing? That's unfortunate. It's gonna be winter vacation soon. I wonder what we'll finally decide. Whatever it is, I hope we won't regret it. Never regret punching a demon in the face. So seriously though. I wanted my prize, and you gave me nothing. You are a scoundrel. There is no other word for it but scoundrel. Lordy, look at them stats. My endurance and luck ain't nothing that good, but everything else has been boosted to high heaven. My goodness. And soon I will obtain null fire. And I will become the most immortal of us all. And there will be no compromising for that sort of thing. Alrighty. Once again, I'm at the mall on Christmas night. Christmas night inside an arcade. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't freaking know. I'm gonna hit the moles. I'ma slap them moles like nobody's business. They might... Oh, and I got my speed up. I forgot that's what that did. I legitimately forgot what stat the moles did. But now I remember. And that is pretty swell. The next day... Ah, so basically now I've just got a whole big pile of, like, days off. Cool. I might not actually ever get a chance to finish those social links. I guess it depends. I don't know. Are we gonna jump into, like, final boss territory and the game ends right then and there, or what? The gossipers are having themselves a convo. Morning! It's cold today, but it's worth it for winter vacation tomorrow. What are you getting with your New Year's gift? We haven't got ours yet, but I want to get a lucky bag. I'm aiming for that purse. Oh, me too. Hey, do you want to start waiting in line today? We could bring a kotatsu. Bring a kotatsu to be in line? Isn't a kotatsu like a heated table? I've yet to... I was under the impression that those were not, in fact, portable. And also need to be plugged in. Winter break starts tomorrow, though I'm sure most of you are just going to sleep in during New Year's. Heck yes! You'd better stop relying on your parents so much, and don't fall asleep in the kotatsu, okay? I mean, God forbid you be warm. Speaking of kotatsu, I'm reminded of a passage from a famous novel, The Shutter of the East Window. Oh wait, that was a futon. Once again, Maya has astounded us with her knowledges. Ordinarily I would, but it is Maya. Alright, that's enough out of you. A futon and a kotatsu are practically the same thing, wise guys. A futon is a bed is a bed table. It's like a bed couch. A couch that you can sleep on, you know? I mean, you can sleep on any couch, but like a futon is a futon, and a kotatsu is like a table that you can plug in, and it warms your leggies. Are you having fun teasing your teacher? A little. Look, all I'm saying is that if you're not careful when you sleep in a kotatsu, you could get burned, okay? Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I feel the intelligence welling up within my brain matter. And thus the school has ended for the day. And that is unfortunate, because none of the places that I want to be are gonna be things that I want to be. So instead, I guess I'll just spend it with Yukari. Assuming that the end times really are about to take place when I know that they aren't, then I would like to spend more time with the girl, because she is rather swell. Man, if I ever make a game like this, remind me to have, like, this sort of situation, have, like, at least, you know, 4 or 5 different dialogue possibilities when you do it. I feel as if that is a necessary requirement, which is a fancy pants way of saying requirement. But I coughed slightly in the middle of it. The second term has finally ended. There are only 5 days left until New Year's Eve. My fear and anxiety still remain. But I am no longer confused. I will fight until the end. I've made up my mind. Well, that's rather dang dong swell of ya. I hope you for the best and all that good stuff. As for me, well, there's only one true option. I gotta go to the mall and play myself some dang old arcade games again. It is simply the way of the way I choose to live. It is my way of life. To change now would be to go against the very foundation of which I strive to live every single day of my life. Haphazardly and without forethought for the future. It's gone horribly for me so far, so I must be due for something good. What will I do? Nap. Obviously nap. Obviously nap. Always take a nap. Always take a nap. Boom, boom, boom. Always take a nap. Always take a nap. Boom, boom, boom. And now I've got a bunch of days off and literally nothing to do with it. So that's a bit of an issue. Winter vacation has begun. And now it is the daytime. Aha! We need more resolve.
Huh? Junpei-kun?
That's a combo that I wasn't expecting, but I suppose at the end of the day, you must realize they are literally the only two characters left.
Oh, hey, Fuka.
What are you doing here?
Being forlorn.
Nothing, really.
Just wearing a hat.
I come here when I'm feeling down.
So most days.
Is that Chidori's sketchbook?
No, it's Akihiko's.
Yeah. This is where I first met her.
It was less graffitied then.
What are you doing here, Fuka?
Oh, I went home for a bit. I've been going back there a lot lately.
Interesting.
I see. You know, you've really changed, Fuka.
She has?
You're totally different from when you first came to the dorm.
She is?
Really?
Yeah, you were so timid back then. But now you're so strong.
Well, he's saying nice things, so let's accept it.
You've changed too, Junpei-kun.
It is true. That's much more noticeable.
Yukaton said the same thing. But I don't think so.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
I mean, just the other day I got all freaked out about being scared.
Yeah, well, that's kind of understandable given the circumstances.
I am such a wuss.
Oh, impending death.
That's not true.
That's such a silly thing to be scared of. Like, come on, man. It's down. It makes sense. Don't worry about it.
But I really was scared. Actually, I'm still scared.
Would be weird if you weren't.
But after thinking about it, I realized that I don't want to lose my memory. If I forget everything, that means I'll forget Chidori too.
Mm-hmm. That's why I kind of figured you'd be one of the first ones to say, nah, no mind wipes.
And I wouldn't even be alive right now if it wasn't for her, you know?
It's true. You did get shot.
So I say F that.
You're scared because you're not running away. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
I gotta agree.
Fuka.
That's why I want to protect everyone. Think about it. The dark hour is really scary too, isn't it?
It is rather ominous. I feel as if we've merely gotten used to it.
But our persona's awakened, and we're here today. The future hasn't been decided yet.
This is true.
And I want to be true to myself.
True to yourself.
I guess she has changed a bit, hasn't she?
You're really something, Fuka.
Although you are very short.
We should fight.
What?
I agree.
Huh? Oh. Okay, sorry. No, that confused me for a second. They meant, like, they should fight Nyx and stuff. I was like... I thought Junpei was suggesting they get into, like, a fist fight with each other. And then Fuka agreed, and that was very confusing to me. Honestly, money's on Fuka. I fully anticipate for Junpei to take the first swing, miss, and land on his face. That is exactly what I anticipate. Christmas is over. All that's left now is New Year's Eve. Oh, I thought that this was a new bit of dialogue. It was not. It was in fact the same dialogue that it once was before. However, the fact remains. I guess I'll just be going to the dang mall a lot. If I had known that this sort of situation would happen so dang much, I would have saved more of my not-school social links for this sort of thing. Very unfortunate, that. Alright, well, we're very lucky that that ended up being the punching bag I randomly selected and not something pointless. We're quite lucky indeed of this fact. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hi, how was your day?
I punched a bag. 4 more days until New Year's Eve. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do on the 31st. I was afraid I might go crazy from fear, but I was wrong. I feel strong because everyone is with me. Well, that's delightful. What about you, Junpei? How's your face? Chidori gave me her life, and I won't forget that. I'd rather die than forget. Well, then there you go. You done figured out your whole shenanigans right all up in theirs. So you ain't got nothing even to worry or think about no more. You got your choice, and you're sticking to it. And I've got respect for that. So I guess I'm just gonna be kind of going to the arcade a bunch of times because I'm not sure if the game is actually going to like have anything else happen between now and whenever the event takes place, you know? I guess we are about to find out. But first I shall nap. Because napping is the thing that makes us all strong inside. That is my personal belief on the subject. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesdays, happy days. Thursday, Fridays, happy days. Saturday, what a day. I don't know the rest of the words. Something, 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 happy days. I don't know. I don't know what part of me felt like that was the appropriate thing to do. I guess because it went from Sunday to Monday, and when you think Sunday, Monday, well then I guess you could also think about that one robot in Aqua Teen Hunger Force that went Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it just did that a bunch constantly. And that was basically the joke. That show was weird. Anyway, going to the mall again. Gonna keep on buffing myself. Buffing myself any which way that it can be done. Gonna get myself some strong stats, and there's nothing that you can do to stop that. Alright, the punching bag it is. I feel like I've gotta be getting like super duper duper close to just being maximum strength on this fellow at this point. And once I do, there would be no point.
Hi, how was your day?
I punched a bag. There are 3 more days until New Year's Eve. Have you decided what you're going to say to Ryoji-kun? Yeah. Yes, sir, or ma'am, or miss, or whatever it is you want to be called. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna go up to that guy. We're at 98 strength. That's not what I'm gonna say to him. But maybe I should. Maybe it'll intimidate him. I don't know. But I'm gonna go up to that guy and I'm gonna say, hey, I ain't gonna kill you. So get out of my dang house. And that's basically gonna be the end of it, I guess. But then, you know, I mean, I guess, you know, a primordial god of death is going to show up, and we're gonna have to get into a bit of a scrape with that one, but it's okay, because I've bought a switchblade knife. So I'm feeling pretty well protected and guarded right now, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. Alright then. I said I wanted 99 strength on a persona, and I got 99 strength on a persona. I could literally not physically hit harder if I wanted to, and I do. And as I was saying that sentence, I realized I could have had a stronger weapon, which would still boost my strength even further, so obviously, yeah, I could hit harder. But, you know. Yeah, no. I'm doing my best here. Come on now. And now it is the Tuesday, the day of twos. The winter vacation continues. Is anything of note or interest happening? If not, then I feel like I've done enough buffing and I can stop wasting my time and I can just go back to bed. Can we just move on to the next day, please? Can we move on to some plot progression? Because that'd be rather swell. I'm just sitting on my hands, waiting for stuff to happen, okay? Who goes with there?
Hey, it's me.
That's the best possible person who it could be!
Can I talk to you?
Yee. Always. Hey, girl. Come in from the void.
Hey, I have good news.
In what regard?
I guess is coming back today.
Okay, that is actually legitimately very good news. Thank you.
Mitsuru-senpai said her wounds have finally healed.
I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology for this, but okay.
Meeting in the lounge tonight. Don't forget, okay?
Wouldn't the more apt thing to be, like, her,
See ya.
like, the damage to her has been repaired? Then again, if we're going to be treating her like a people person's, which I believe we should, that's fair. Winter vacation, all I ever wanted. Winter vacation, how I get away from the primordial god that's trying to end my life. The answer is you don't. Anyway, give me back that Igus. Hey, she's okay.
I'm back, everyone. Sorry to have worried you all.
Honestly, I think I might have been the only one worried because I was the only one who ever brought you up.
Man, I'm glad to see you. I was getting nervous.
Mentally, of course. I would never actually verbalize this concern.
Me too. I was fearing the worst.
I'm a machine, so I can always be rebuilt.
Ah, shut up your face.
Even if I was completely destroyed, the programming data necessary to recreate me would still exist.
Yeah, okay, but I don't like thinking about it like that. You're you, and you're only you, so shut up your face.
Hey, don't talk about yourself like that.
Thank you, Yukari. That was a much better way of putting it than the nonsense I just spouted.
They said another week would be required for a complete recovery, but I had the process expedited.
Is that advisable?
Tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
Oh, right, yeah, I guess we would want her here.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
You are forgiven yesterday. In fact, you were forgiven the day that you done did what you did.
Mitsuru-san visited me at the lab and told me everything.
And you didn't let me visit?
That must have been difficult for you all to hear.
More than slightly. Hello.
Have you been well?
About as well as anybody can, given the
I
circumstances.
mean, considering the circumstances.
There you go. I mean, I was worried about you, mostly.
I'm sorry. It's because I wasn't strong enough.
Not so much, no.
10 years ago,
Oops, sorry. Hey, don't worry about it. You did the thing that you needed to do. It was okay.
But if I hadn't done that to you, you wouldn't be suffering like this.
I mean, if you hadn't done what you did, then wouldn't all of humanity have just died 10 years ago? I feel like you've done nothing wrong. Bare minimum, you gave humanity another 10 years of existence. That's pretty good. It was our fault that the whole thing got reconglomerated back together.
Ryoji has presented you with a difficult choice.
And yet, I still chose it anyway. It was pretty
You
easy.
made your decision.
Yeah, I actually had my decision the second he actually asked it. You know, when he gave me the choice, I was like, nah, I have already chosen. And then the game was all like, here, have 3.5 years to figure it out. And I'm like, well, no. But yeah, I got it all figured out.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Depends on what it is.
Tomorrow, when Ryoji comes, please kill him.
Okay, well, that's definitely a take.
I can't bear to see everyone hurting like this.
Appreciated, but unnecessary. I ain't doing that.
Please choose to have your memories erased.
Nah.
Even if it means forgetting everything.
I feel like that would include you, considering the only reason anybody knows about you is because of the Dark Hour. So, yeah, no, gonna say nah.
And everyone.
Ah, okay, so she's aware. Then yeah, no, double no. Triple no.
I guess, what are you talking about?
Subtuple no with an extra backflip.
Yeah, this isn't like you.
What's wrong, I guess?
I mean, she's got a lot on her mind. It's understandable.
Why? Why did I come back here?
Eh?
My mission is to protect humanity from shadows.
And you've been doing a bang-up job of it.
But now I know that I can't defeat them.
Alone.
So then, Why am I here?
Because you are our friend, and we want you to be here, and we feel that united, we will be able to accomplish our goal. Pretty simple.
I'm useless. I cannot even shed a tear for you all.
Well, just because you don't have the physical responses of it doesn't mean you aren't feeling it.
Oh, I guess.
Why fight when you know that you can't win?
Because it's better than lying down and dying.
What is the purpose of that?
I don't know.
Why are you wasting your lives?
I feel like just, you know, erasing our memory and pretending none of it ever happened. I feel like that would be more of a waste. It would undo everything we did.
We're not wasting our lives.
Yee.
We're just planning for the future. Right, Ken?
Right.
I don't understand. It must be because I don't possess a life.
I think you do, because you literally just sighed. And I can't think of any conceivable reason an android would ever do that unless they were pretty on, you know, really out far on the slider scale of human-esque.
This has nothing to do with having a life.
I mean, look at us. Do you think any of us have lives? I mean, literally, you know, figuratively.
I'm a machine. A machine that was created to protect humans from shadows.
And you've been doing a good job.
But I can't fulfill that mission with the powers I was given.
Alone, as I said before.
So then, what is my purpose now? Could someone please tell me?
We literally cannot do that. Yeah.
We don't know the answer, I guess. The only one who can tell you what your purpose is you. That's why we're having such a hard time making our decision. There's just no easy answer.
I mean, all you guys had trouble with it. I had my decision from the start.
But as long as we're alive, we have to do something.
Yeah.
When we see others hurting, we want to help them. So that's our purpose.
It's called being a good person. More people on the Earth should really give it a try.
Can finding one's purpose really be so simple?
Well, it's simple when stated. It's very far from actually simple to actually execute, but the general idea.
When I saw you collapse, I realized something. I want to protect you. I don't want to forget about you.
Fuka-san.
There are times when you will lose sight of your goal, and you will have to search for it.
Usually with a flashlight, because it usually rolls under the couch.
But if you can't find it again, then you must set your heart on a new goal.
Yeah, literally everybody here except, well, I guess the main character has. And I'm sure he will eventually.
To truly live, you will need to make changes sometimes.
Do you think I can do that? Do you think I can change?
You're having very emotional responses to everything that's been going on, and when we first met you, that was not a thing that you could do. So I'm pretty sure you can in fact change, and as a matter of fact have. So...
Yes. I mean, you've changed so much already. Haven't you noticed?
And it's hard to notice self-growth.
In fact, you're changing even as we speak.
I know what my purpose is.
Oh?
I'm a machine who is here to live. And the one who has given me this new purpose is me.
Yeah.
I guess.
This is the promise I've made to myself. I don't know how I'll do it, but I guess that is part of living too.
Too true.
Will you allow me to join with you all?
Yeah, we weren't really gonna give you the option to not be with us.
Of course. You've always been one of us.
Thank you.
Ever since the day two of us failed to hit on you at a dock.
I will be with you all. No matter what happens.
Ah, there it is. What you gonna do? Oh, dang. That's a very defensive persona you've got there. It's got a big honking shield and everything. Athena. Not bad. Good on ya, I guess. And now it is the evening. Interesting. Alright, let's see here. Can I just... You're not yet sleepy. Oh, alright, cool. Does leaving and going back in perhaps make that happen? Because that'd be handy. Yeah, there we go. Oh, don't mind me. I just had to go through the door.